two nations walked side by side during the difficult time of apartheid.
Namibia is not merely our neighbor. Namibia is our sister nation. The friendship between our two countries was forged not by convenience, but through struggle, sacrifice, and solidarity. Together, our people resisted colonialism and apartheid. Together, we stood for justice, freedom, and human dignity.
We are always home, as it's always a great pleasure to visit this sister republic, a country with which Namibia's destiny has been intertwined long before our two nations raised their flags of independence and freedom. The city of Pretoria holds a chapter of our own liberation struggle in its streets. It was here in Pretoria that our compatriot Nandi-Ndaitwah, together with 36 other Namibians, stood trial under the notorious Terrorism Act for singular offense of demanding that Namibia determine its own future.
President Ramaphosa acknowledged the importance of economic cooperation between South Africa and Namibia. He says it's time for African countries to ensure that the minerals that are found on the continent are used for the benefit of the nations.
The days when our minerals leave our shores simply as rock and dust must steadily come to an end. Instead, we should increasingly process, refine, manufacture, and innovate here in Southern Africa, creating value for our own economies and opportunities for our own people.
Central to advancing the regional agenda for deeper industrialization, enhancing market integration, and sustainable economic growth and development is the development of reliable and interconnected energy infrastructure, which remains indispensable for accelerating regional integration and unlocking the productive potential of our economy. I would therefore propose to you, Comrade President, that as part of this binational commission decision, we mandate our two ministers responsible for energy to engage their Angolan counterpart to formalize the proposal to transmit electricity from Angola through Namibia to South Africa.
The president also touched on the movement of people within the region, saying it must be properly managed.
Migration remains a shared continental challenge requiring shared continental solutions. South Africa remains committed to ensuring and enforcing its immigration laws fairly, firmly, and consistently, while upholding the constitutional values and human dignity that define our democracy. We believe that sustained dialogue, enhanced border cooperation, orderly labor mobility, and inclusive economic development remain the most effective long-term responses to migration pressures across our continent.
On global matters, both leaders agreed that a respect for multilateralism must be maintained.
Peace and development are inseparable. Without peace, there can be no investment. Without security, there can be no sustainable development. South Africa and Namibia, therefore, reaffirm our commitment to African-led solutions to African challenges.
Despite the protection we have put in place for ourselves as a family of nations, the established, respected, rule-based international order is under continued strain. International laws and United Nations Charter need to be strengthened. Your Excellency, Namibia and South Africa remain resolute in supporting one another or working together to be on the side of the people who are still fighting for their self-determination. These are the people of Palestine and Western Sahara.
Sophie Mokoena, SABC News, Pretoria.